Hey everybody, it's HP5 Freak here. I think we're going to call this episode Intervention, because to tell you the truth, me and this little device here need to have an intervention. It is technically Wednesday, but we'll pretend right now that I live on the West Coast and it's like, 10:40 at night instead of, almost 1 a.m. But don't tell anybody, okay? I'm a little punch drunk today because I haven't been drinking, believe it or not. I had a very busy day for my day off. I got up, I don't know, whenever I decide to, maybe 10, and I got some stuff ready, and then I was going to take a nap, and let's mess with this camera a bit here. And, nap didn't happen so well. But then again, I have 5 cats, a dog, a mom, and a roommate, so, not much is going to get done. But they weren't home today except for the animals, and so I started working on a crochet piece, and then I made dinner. I made lasagna for the first time, and it actually came out fairly decent. I'm pretty impressed with myself, considering I only followed about half the directions. Then I also made brownies for dessert with frosting. So yeah, I was quite pleased with my day's work, except until I realized we needed an intervention. Before dinner, I had started a new project, and I had gotten about 26 rows done, roughly a quarter of the project, and then we had dinner and dessert. And I got to working on it again, and then I was playing online Scrabble on my phone with my housemate Allison, and then things went from bad to worse because I picked up the crochet hook again, and like I said, we're pretending it's, not as late as it is, but I picked up the crochet hook and I started working on the piece that I'm working on, and suddenly I'm nearly 3/4 of the way done with a blanket. I'm kind of concerned. So, crochet hook, I love you, but you're taking over my life. In fact, the piece I'm working on right now is 3/4 of the way done, and it's the 15th blanket I've made this year. I really would have to look and see how many blankets I've made this month. Yeah, so I'm a bit concerned. I'm continuing making blankets for various projects. I decided this year was going to be my donation year, which may be why this thing seems to be permanently attached to my hand. I think I'm going to change my name. I'm going to change my name to Captain Hooks of the Pirate Ship Crochet. Anybody who's known me for more than a couple of years knows that I actually do have a picture of me dressed as a pirate, holding a ball of yarn with a hook in it, yelling yarn. Told you guys I was punch drunk. You didn't listen, did you? So anyway, yeah, the 3 pieces I showed last week for Fandom Gives Back, I've continued with my progress on that. I've finished 2 more, and the piece that I'm working on right now is another piece for that. One of the pieces I still have hanging up in my ever-effective display area. See, that's the Team Esme one. That is actually how I do most of my displays for my pictures that you see that I'll put online and everything. I finished that one last night. Then over here behind this one right here, this is the Team Bella one. I gotta put a picture of that one up too. And then I got my pattern for the one that I'm currently working on. And then not only that, if that wasn't bad enough, so help me, if they create a crochet hook that has a pencil apparatus at the bottom, I am screwed. It will never leave my hand. No joke. No joke, because also this week, because of Jen's inspiration, and you're not going to be able to see that really well, maybe. This is a hexagon pattern that I'm working on for another Linus blanket. That's what I love about donating to something like Jen's Linus project, is because I can do stuff that I wouldn't normally do. Like the I'm Going Up project. Oh, pain in the butt. It was, like 15 strands at once, but it was totally worth it when you got done, because you had this really cool design. Or when I did something like, yes, that's me opening a soda. I'll even show you. See? Big bottle, Pepsi Max. But yeah, when I was working on some of the other ones, like the Punch Drunk Ape, which was the rainbow one, similar to I'm Going Up, but not, and then when I was working on the Texas Brick, these are all patterns. I've got like I don't know, 10 other patterns that I've just come up with over the last few months that are stuff that I want to try, but before I would have had no reason, and now I kind of have a reason. And I know Ofen Jen's been talking that, you know, maybe we should find a local project in the area. And one of the things that, if you follow me on a lot of my stuff, and even if you don't, I work in a library. I work in a library in a city, and I work in a downtown area, so I do get to see quite a few of the homeless in the area. And something you learn when you're in public services, sometimes as much as you want to help certain people, it's very hard to like some of them. And some of them have been not my favorite people in the world. And while I feel sorry for their situation, several of them, I would honestly say, choose to be in that situation. Which it's completely different when you're working with something like kids and everything. But I'm enough of a person that I know myself well enough that if I were to see somebody coming in with something I created, I wouldn't feel a sense of pride. I'd be more wondering what they were doing to it. This way, when I send them off, I don't have to think about them, you know, other than, hey, they're gone and they've gone to a good cause. The chances of me seeing one in 17 billion, I swear. But other than that, I've got some other projects I'm going to be working on over the next couple weeks, so I can't guarantee that I'm going to do another Talk to Me Tuesday next week. But me and this crochet hook, we might need to spend some alone time, you know. Yeah, alone. Like, see, I even pushed away and it's rolling towards me. I don't think you guys can see this. I pushed it right back here, and it won't go away. Yeah, this is what happens when you let somebody like Amber play. But anyway, I think that's about all I've got this week. I'd let you in the yarn closet to see what I did to it a couple weeks ago, but it's a bit of a mess because I've been pawing through looking for stuff. So maybe I'll do that some other time. And Ofen Jen, by the way, thanks so much for the pimp. Yeah, it always surprises me that people like my work as much as they say they do, and when somebody mentions it online, I get all blushy and, yeah. But Jen, you are a crafting goddess, and for you to be saying stuff like that about my work, just, you know, it's really sweet, and it really touches my heart, and you make me want to do so much more than I could ever possibly have time for. But with that sap firmly in place and holding together the pieces, and probably holding my hand to this crochet hook, I think that's about all I have, and I promise this time it's the end. And remember, we're pretending it's not, you know, after, we're pretending it's still Tuesday, and we'll keep it that way. So that's what I got. Talk to you guys later. Bye.